I think it's great.
I don't think it's something that the Supreme Court should do with, but anyway, it has nothing to do with me.
My uncles are actually, they actually got married in Rhode Island just before like the whole nation was legalized for same-sex marriage. But yeah, I'm just a big supporter of it.
I mean, I would prefer if people always are equal, whatever gender or sexual preference they have. So yeah, I'm completely for that.
I mean, many young people will go for it, but most people at my parents' age, they absolutely not approval or whatever for this kind of thing, because they still think marriage is limited to a man and a woman.
You have the more tolerant, open, secular people in Bulgaria who are, usually it's the young people who actually are supporting same-sex marriage, but at the same time you have the older generation, which is more Orthodox Christians, and they would prefer their Christian values to be preserved.
I feel like there are still, some people that aren't, as supportive and as open about it as in America, but I feel like it's becoming more recent change.
In my case, there are members of my family who maybe would not agree with it, and there are members who would. I think it's a lot to do with generation and age gap and things like this.
Basically their backgrounds and how they were raised, educated, and what their parents taught them, and where they're from. Basically the cultures.
I think it's more of like the environment you're grown up in. I don't believe it's people's fault for thinking that way. I just feel like it's not fair to everyone if you have a specific view on something and you're not giving anyone else a chance to, do what they want to do or marry someone they want to marry.
I suppose the way they've done things forever, or depending on how long they've been doing things the way they do them.
I think it still has a lot to do with the culture, because China is more conservative on sex and marriage, but the Western countries, they are more liberal on it.
Back in my country, there are some things you can't do. So I think that's, that cultural difference plays a lot, in things like this.
As you can see from the interview, students are all supportive to the same-sex marriage, which means the younger people nowadays are more open about this topic. However, as they mentioned, the elders from their cultures might be more conservative about this issue. What do people from your place think of same-sex marriage? Feel free to tell us and share your opinions. I am Brenda from Amber, BUTV10.